gave them a comfortable beating in the Lancashire Oaks and was value for extra. So she's a really progressive mare. She's not been seen on a racecourse all that many times, just 7 career starts, 5 wins, progress with every run, and she's defied absences in the past. She looked fit and well for her comeback run. She's not a strapping mare as such, and she looks the type that will come to hand quite comfortably and easily, and she looks really well today.
Stay Alert you're interested in?
Yeah, I think she's the best of these bar Free Wind myself, and I think she's open to maybe the most improvement as well, back on
better than the Group 1 winner Aristia?
Well, on these terms anyway, she's
okay.
in receipt of £3 from her, and I suppose I'm building in Stay Alert's potential to improve again this season. She's into her 4-year-old year now, a year behind Aristia, who made that jump as a 4-year-old last year, and I was certainly impressed by Stay Alert. The day that she won at Newbury, when she overcame all sorts of trouble in running herself, she was powering through the race on the bridle. She did really well to win in the end, having been chopped for room numerous times, and I think fairly sound surface is important to her, and I think she wants plenty of cover in a race, which she didn't get when she ran behind Free Wind last year in the Lancashire Oaks, but she was trapped very wide on the track that day, didn't get any cover at all, and I didn't think that race saw her to best effect when she was well seen off by Free Wind in the Lancashire Oaks. So I think she's better than that. She's got her optimum conditions today, and yeah, I think she's capable of mixing it with Free Wind. I'm not sure I'd be confident she'd beat her if Free Wind was as good today as she was at Haydock, but I certainly think Stay Alert should run a big race.
Yeah, she's got the more reliable overall profile, hasn't she? I mean, the fact that she only ran once last season, Free Wind, I mean, I take your point that she's capable of winning on a reappearance, but that is still just sort of nagging the back of your head, I think.
Yeah.
Aristia, the Prix Jean Romanet winner, second narrowly to Lilac Road in this race last year, but here she's got that Group 1 penalty.
She has, and I think this is maybe a stronger race than it was a year ago as well. She's a Group 1 winner, but I think it wasn't the strongest of Group 1 races that she won, and she was the beneficiary of a softish lead that day as well. Having said all of that, she is very likeable, honest, she's straightforward in how she races, and she gives herself every chance and tries her best every time. She could get an easy enough time of things on the front end in today's race as well, so she's not to be underestimated, but that Group 1 penalty certainly makes life more difficult for her.
Of the bigger prices, who's the one that's likely to outrun their odds?
Outrun their odds? It's a fairly well-established market, to be honest with you, but I think Sea Silk Road still has potential to improve this season. It's notable that William Haggis was quoted last year as saying that she's got the physique to really train on well.
Often racing for the Group 2 Albasti Equiworld Dubai Middleton Fillies Stakes. Free Wind got away to a good start, but Frankie Dettori just content to let the others kick on. Aristia, who enjoys making the running, emerges as the leader as they complete their first furlong in the hands of Sean Levy. And Poptronic is in close attendance on the outside. Just behind them, State Occasion on the rail, restrained in fourth. The blue cap then of Stay Alert. On the rail behind these then is Sea Silk Road, Will Buick, alongside Free Wind. And looking on at the rear is Rogue Millennium in the red and white colours as the runners race down towards the 7 furlong marker, with about 5 lengths perhaps splitting the field here. So Aristia, who's got a Group 1 penalty of having won the Prix Jean Romanet at Deauville last August, out in front here then, leading by a length or so to Poptronic on the outside, Sam Janes, and then comes State Occasion, taking a good hold for Ryan Moore on the rail as they begin to take the turn down inside the final 5.5 furlongs. Close up as well is Stay Alert in the hands of Oisin Murphy, only a neck down in 4th place, followed by Sea Silk Road and William Buick on the inside of Frankie, on board Free Wind in the white jacket, the white-faced mare on the outside as they come down the home straight, with Rogue Millennium still looking on in last place. Racing inside the final 3.5 furlongs then, Aristia on the inside, Poptronic down the centre, perhaps showing ahead now. Look at Free Wind picking up the ground very effortlessly on the outside of these. Stay Alert with a chance on the inside. Sea Silk Road and Rogue Millennium is next. State Occasion just finding the pace a touch hot, trying to keep tabs on these leaders as they race inside the final quarter mile now. Free Wind has come through to take it up. Rogue Millennium on the outside looks a danger, beginning to draw alongside now the favourite. Back in third is Poptronic. Free Wind and Rogue Millennium battling this out. Frankie seems to have a little bit in reserve on the classy Free Wind, who makes a winning reappearance comfortably from Rogue Millennium in second. Poptronic was third. State Occasion Rally might have got fourth, but alongside Stay Alert, that goes to the judge.
Really good race for the Middleton Stakes, and it was won by Free Wind for John and Thady Gosden, ridden by Frankie Dettori, probably a little bit comfortably in the end. But Rogue Millennium has run out of her skin. She really laid down a strong challenge, ran all the way to the line and was only just denied for Jack Mitchell and Tom Clover. Back in third was Poptronic for Carl Burke and Sam Jones, and it's close, but it's actually State Occasion, isn't it, who has grabbed fourth spot for Ryan Moore and Rafe Beckett. The winner, 6-5 favourite, Free Wind. She had the credentials and she's produced a classy performance.
Yeah, she has, and over a trip that's a bare minimum for her, a mile and a quarter. She's been a Park Hill winner by 7 lengths 18 months or so ago, so this was a good performance, a tough performance from her. She's travelled well into it. She hasn't quickened instantly, but then when she's got herself to the front, she's ground it out and really battled hard to see off Rogue Millennium, who has run a career best, I think, in second, to really put it down and put it up to Free Wind and make her work for it. But at the line, I think Free Wind has won with a little bit in hand. But